the new Escort t-shirts. We also have a full restock of the Recklessness t-shirts. This is the last time they will be restocked. Limited run item right now. And a full restock of the Gold Glitter Skull t-shirts. These are all available right now, priced at $15.99 on the FYDapparel.com website, but let's get back to the video. So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start by going through this R2 Transit Connect, which is one of one. This is the only one in the world. There is a development van which was red that M Sport actually had, but this one is a customer bought M Sport R2 Connect van. Something very, very cool to bring to the channel, and unfortunately we do have a bit of wind, but look where we are. Absolutely beautiful location. But we're going to go through this van, show you guys what's going on. So I'm going to try my best to explain to you guys what we actually have stood in front of us today, because this is something that you will not see anywhere else. These are limited, and when I mean limited, I mean this is the only one in the world. Factory Customer Transit Connect R2. Now, coming up front, we actually have these, which are a factory fitted set of rally lights, which we believe to be the same sort of ones that were on the rally cars. At the front there, we have R2 logoing just down the side there, with M Sport logoing at the front. Coming down to this beautiful front bumper, huge mouth here with the running lights there, and a huge, and when I mean huge, I mean a massive splitter on the bottom. Very, very cool. Front is so aggressive on this thing. Gives it a lot of stance from the front end. A great look. We'll come down to a big set of brakes, discs and calipers just up front, with these OZ M Sport engraved wheels, which again M Sport has engraved their actual logoing into these OZ wheels with carbon fibre centre caps there. Awesome set of wheels. Come down the side, we have this huge side skirt going right down the side of the van. As you can see how low this thing is, because up front we're sat on a proper coilover sort of same setup you'd find on the rally cars that you would find from M Sport, but coming to the back with the R2 logo in there. I'll try and go in and show you guys. This thing is mega low, but as you can see underneath, proper suspension on this thing, so it means it rides just like you want it to. There's a lot of adjustability in the suspension on this thing. We'll come around to this rear bumper, which again is absolutely massive, but it has this twin exit. I'll try and show you guys. Twin exit exhaust system with this huge diffuser just there, and these lovely letterbox exhausts, as you can see. So aggressive at the back end, and M Sport logoing there with another M Sport logo just down there. Transit Connect logo. Huge spoiler with fins just going across there. Coming around to this side of the van. Huge thing this though, with the kit on it, with the R2 just there. We'll come into the inside of this thing, because there's a lot to talk about inside. We have a completely different steering wheel than the M Sports, with Alcantara just down here. We have leather just up here as well. Coming up onto the dash, it's sort of flocked this bit, so there's anti-glare there like the rally cars would have. Swinging round to these beautiful Sparco bucket seats, bolstering going all the way down with blue stitching just everywhere. We've got the M Sport logo just down there with another M Sport logo just there, and again something you don't see in all of the other M Sports. Fully M Sport Sparco bucket seats. Coming down here, this is the bit, you guys. Nitrous oxide from the factory. So yes, these actually came with nitrous. You just flick the thing up there to put on and off as you please from the factory. Again, something you don't see in other M Sport vans. Now we'll open up the back, just show you guys that there is a lovely set of brand new mats as well that the owner puts in for shows and stuff, and just for his personal collection, because obviously limited edition with the M Sport logo in there. Very, very cool. The Ford nerds would absolutely love that. But if we go down here, this is the nitrous oxide tank that was plumbed in from the factory from M Sport. So that's actually a factory fitted nitrous oxide system, and the owner has actually panelled all of this out just to keep it as nice as possible. Incredibly clean, just from the factory, and again, nitrous insanity. 2016 have the 1 litre EcoBoost up front, running around what, 200 brake horsepower we're talking, a little shot of nitrous in the back, which M Sport actually put in the factory, really.
Yep.
Factory nitrous oxide in this completely one-off van. Now, the backstory being that this was actually commissioned in theory with 75 units. That was the whole idea.
Yes.
And because of not much demand, we're going to say, and the costs were literally through the roof to actually develop this van into what it is now, meant that they actually sized that down to five units, and then after that only one of them was actually produced, because thankfully you had your hand in the bucket and said, yes, I want one, here's my deposit, and then they had to sort of make it at the end of the day. That meant that this is a one-off. As you can see by the plaque, it is one of one.
Yes.
The only other one in existence is the development van, which was actually sold on eBay, I think you said. So an eBay sold red one of these, which was the development one. That actually saw eBay and was sold for around, what, £30,000. But that meant that this one was a one-off and is still a one-off. They haven't made another one. Because of the cost, they're not going to make another one, because it actually costs more to build this than they actually put them up for sale.
That's correct. Yes.
Wow. So the R2 was a sort of homologation really to the R2 rally car. Different suspension, so this one up front has a proper rally suspension setup, big disc brakes up front, disc brakes at the back. The amount of work to get coilovers on the back of this van, you can see where the pricing started to come out of its own. Also from the factory, 1 litre EcoBoost that this one has, the petrol variant, it actually has nitrous, as I've already I have to keep on going back to that. There is actually a nitrous button down in the centre console which gives you extra boost through the nitrous, which is insanity. From a factory van, it actually has nitrous. Wheels as well, we have OZ racing wheels. They've actually got M Sport etched into the actual wheel. They just look slightly different. The centres look slightly different to the actual normal multi-spoke ones that you can see. I think they look a little bit wider maybe as well. I think the widths are a little bit out, maybe the offsets are a little bit more out too. Completely custom exhaust system as well, with twin exit at the back coming out of a lovely back bumper as well, with the diffuser in the centre. But that means that there is actually no spare wheel whatsoever. Interior wise, we have these gorgeous Sparco bucket seats, because let's be honest, it's a little bit vague as to what this is really has on it, because it was one of one at the end of the day. So we've got what look to be Sparco bucket seats with the M Sport logo in, blue stitching going through with M Sport on the where your bum goes as well. But yeah, what a concoction from M Sport, but meant that the owner was actually able to have a one-off van, which is insanity. And it also meant that he was able to actually go to the M Sport HQ and actually have a proper letter from Malcolm Wilson and actually get this, you know, as a delivery van from the factory. It's the only one in the world like this. Sheer madness.
Yes,
sheer madness.
That's right. Yeah, there is sheer madness. There isn't a lot.